Hello everyone, my name is Tope. I'm a fourth semester digital engineering student and I'll be the one to anchor today's interview. With me here is Dr. Claudia Krull. Can we meet you please?
Yes, hello Topi, my name is Claudia Krull, as you already said,
Yes.
and I'm a scientist here at the Faculty of Computer Science at OVGU.
So today's interview will focus on one of our courses, Applied Discrete Modeling, which Dr. Claudia Krull is in charge of. And the purpose of this interview is to intimate international students, DKE and DE students, about the importance of this course and the information that are necessary for them to bag a successful master's degree at the university. So what are the prospects of this course in terms of the prospects generally about this course?
Yeah, so Applied Discrete Modeling is quite an advanced course, though the purpose of it, which I also specifically state at the beginning of the course, is to prepare students for scientific work in the field of research that I'm working in. So for student research projects and also for master's thesis.
Okay, so that's great. So that means students can take up projects after taking this course?
Yeah, so after successfully completing the course, then it will be possible to find a scientific project for the student to work on. But it's not a guarantee. It would only make sense if you really understand and like the course to then go further into research in that area.
Okay, so there's possibility of taking up a project and maybe possibly a master's thesis after successfully completing this course?
Definitely. So for a master's thesis with me in my research area, it's a prerequisite actually, because we convey all the knowledge necessary for a thesis and the starting part about our research in that course. So that's a good starting point for your own research, for deepening what we already did.
Okay. Considering students that come from different backgrounds, maybe especially digital engineering students, because I got to know that most students are not from computer science background. What are the prerequisites that are needed to take this course?
So this is quite an advanced level course. There are some, obviously. It is helpful if you have some background in simulation. I'm also from the modeling and simulation group, but it's not necessary. But it will help you in understanding some of the concepts that we're building on. But what you will definitely need is a really good understanding and grasp of math, especially when you go into matrices and stochastics and distribution functions. That is really, really necessary to keep up with the course and to go into the details. And on the other hand, the course has programming assignments, which you also have to hand in before registering for an exam. So you need to be able to do some kind of programming. It can be any language that you choose, as long as we can read it, which should be possible, and you can execute it. But it's definitely necessary to get a good grasp and to get the course.
Okay, so basic background knowledge in mathematics, stochastics, and any programming language. Being versed in any. Okay, that's cool. Then, what are the employment skills that are gained from this course?
Employment skills, there is nothing specific where I would say, okay, this you will definitely need in your employment, because it's really specific and tuned towards our research, but it's a way of thinking, of structured thinking and modeling and analyzing data and looking at data in a different way. So some courses you have black box models that you train and then just use, but in our courses most of the time you have some structural knowledge and then you build structural models of certain systems that you then analyze. So it's going towards machine learning and also knowledge representation. Some of the skills are very helpful there.
Okay, that's great. Then I know this course has been over the years, it has been taken over the years. What are the common mistakes that you can see that is general with students that have written this exam in the past?
So the exam is oral. We had a written exam, but that's over 10 years ago. Since then the number of students became less. We turned to oral exams, and I actually prefer for this course an oral exam because it's easier to find out if the student really grasped the concept. Even though he might not be able to do the exact math, which is more helpful in a written exam, but understanding the concept is more important for me. So that's already one of the common mistakes. Thinking it's okay when you read the material, look at the material, you understand it, but really doing the assignment is extremely helpful. And if the students just take assignments from others, or if they work in a group and just one of them does the actual programming, the others don't really have the understanding that would be necessary to pass the exam. So really take the time, dive into it, and do the assignments yourself. That will help you a lot towards passing the exam and maybe passing it with a good grade.
Okay, so it's not enough to work in groups, but you must have the understanding.
Yes.
It's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this question I want to ask because many students have this challenge about, okay, maybe being able to cope with many lecture slides. Okay, the lecture slides are informative, but what about maybe getting some other materials from the library or maybe online? Is it necessary for this course?
It's not necessary, but on the other hand, it's more necessary to actually go to the lectures because I don't provide a script. I don't have actual slides for most of the part, but it's more a mind map format, and I'm actually standing on the board and writing and drawing and developing concepts on the black or the whiteboard.
Okay.
So visiting the lectures and following the train of thought is more helpful. And in addition, since it's our research work that we're presenting there, there's of course the papers that we wrote about that research. And all of the concepts in the course are backed by research papers, so that would be lots of additional material to build on and also to read for the students if they take their time.
Okay. So thank you so much for this interview. We are really happy to have you here. Then on a general note, do you have an advice or a word of advice for students that would like to take this course in the next winter semester?
Yeah, okay, so my advice would be to not take the course lightly. The concepts are tough, and I see only a small portion of the students really grasping the concepts completely. Of course, you can also pass the exam if you understand them superficially and if you do okay. But to really grasp them, it takes a time and it's not for everyone. So if you don't like the course, if it just doesn't ring with you, don't take it.
Okay, so thank you everyone. I know you have learned one or two things about applied discrete modeling, and you know that it's important for you to develop interest in the course before taking it. And on an important note, you know that this is Faculty of Computer Science, so if you've not acquired any programming skills before, it is important for you to do so. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.